And what is your own experience of the family courts that's led your dad to do something like that?
The family courts, in my opinion, are really bad. Because they're closed, they have no accountability. They work in secrets, and when a mistake or an error takes place, like in our case, they just pretend it didn't happen and they bury it.
So what was the error that happened in your case, you say?
Oh, well, there's quite a few. The main one, my mum's boyfriend abused my sisters and I for many years, and we told many social workers, court welfare officers, all about it, and basically it was just brushed under the carpet.
Right, but isn't the main point that you were told that you were going to live with your mother, and actually you wanted to live with your father?
Yes, and also we said we wanted to see our father, we wanted to live with our father, but nobody listened.
Why was that, do you believe?
Well, I think the court system is just corrupt. It was all brushed under the carpet. I think they made their mind up before they even seen any of us, what was going to happen.
But that would be bizarre, wouldn't it?
What happens all the time, though. It goes on every single day throughout the country, and there are many fathers out there that don't see their children, and there's no reason why they shouldn't.
So why was your father kept away from you?
Well, there was no reason whatsoever. He'd done absolutely nothing wrong. He was just an ordinary father, wanted to see his children. We wanted to see our dad. We told loads of people that we wanted to see our dad, like all the professional social workers and court welfare officers and child psychologists. We wanted to see him, but they just ignored everything that we said and went ahead and stopped us from seeing him.
Right. So how did you see him in the end?
Well, basically, I didn't see my dad for 6 years. When I was 16, I decided I had enough of people not listening to me and telling me what to do. So me and my younger sister packed our stuff and just turned up at my dad's house out of the blue and told him we wanted to live with him.
And what was his response?
Well, he was overwhelmed. We were just so happy and crying and couldn't believe he hadn't seen us for 6 years. And
There'll be some listening who think, come on, if the dad really wants to see his kids, there's no way he can be forced to keep away from them for 6 years. He can write you a letter, he could stand outside your school and have a chat with you, he could wave at you as you went by.
Well, you would think that. Well, actually, there was an injunction put up around like my area where I lived in, which my dad lived in as well, and he wasn't allowed to even go in that area. Well, because he hadn't seen us for so long, he wanted us to know that he wasn't going to give up on us and that he loved us and wanted to see us. Well, he waved to us on the way to school every day just to let us know that he was there and he loved us. And he actually got sent away to Pentonville for 84 days for waving to us, for breaching the court order saying he wasn't allowed in the restriction area.
Right. So is that unjustified? I mean, he had broken the court order, so what did he expect to happen?
Well, there shouldn't have been a court order in place anyway in the first place, and we're his children at the end of the day. He's done absolutely nothing wrong, and he's been told he's not allowed to wave to us on the way to school. It's just ridiculous. So
what had your mother told the family courts, or the courts, which led to a court order being in place, an injunction being in place?
Well, she said she felt she was being harassed, but she had like a big group of people behind her, backing her, whatever she said or wanted, and they're all on her side and not on my dad's side. So,
and didn't you talk to her and say, I want to see him?
Yes, but it was very difficult. I mean, we were only really little. I mean, when my parents divorced, I was 6 and my 2 sisters were 4 and 2. So we were very young children.
But as you got into your teenage years?
Well, it was just difficult because there's so many people around you making your mind up for you. Telling you not, you've said to all these people, away from my mum, we want to see our dad, we want to live with him, and they're all not helping us, they're all against us.
So, when you had the reunion, you went into your bedroom, your old bedroom, and what was it like?
It was really surreal. All my old toys. So I last seen my dad when I was 10 years old, and all my old toys and pictures and all the little cuddly teddy bears and that were all still in my room, and it was as if I'd never left the room since I was 10.
So what did you do? Change it immediately?
Yes, I did. Yes, it upset my dad a little bit because obviously he still remembered in his head me being 10 years old, and he missed out on 6 years of my life. So for him to see me 16 years old was quite a shock, really.
And you turned up with your boyfriend as well, I think, didn't you?
Yes.
And was he happy about that, your dad?
Yes, well, there's a lot of things, like, obviously needed a lot of getting used to. I mean, we needed to learn to, like, we needed to... Well, we didn't
get to know each other again.
Yeah,
I
exactly,
mean,
yeah,
the last time he saw you, you were a little girl. Suddenly you arrive on his doorstep as a young woman.
Yes.
How did he cope with that?
Well, he coped very well. I mean, it was a bit difficult for all of us, really. But it should never have happened. Never have happened.
And what are relations like now with your mother?
Well, recently we're starting to build bridges again, which is good. But I still remain in contact with her and see her regularly. And
do you think breaking the law is the right way to go about drawing attention to what you say is a bias in the family court system, in the way that your father did?
Well, I'm not sure what is the right way, but something needs to be done about it. I mean, this is happening every single day to thousands of fathers out there and their children for no reason whatsoever. So something needs to be done. The law needs to change.
OK. Lisa, thanks very much for coming on the programme.
Thank you very much.